Hey everyone, I'm Jason.
And I'm Colton, and today we're here taking a look at Crush Your Enemies, now available on Steam.
I feel like when you say crush your enemies, you have to say it in all caps. You say, crush your enemies! Ah! I think that's what has to be done.
Why did it sound like you busted a nut at the end of that?
Because I kinda did.
That pretty much sums up the experience of Crush Your Enemies.
I came, I saw, and I came again.
It's... yeah, basically. Crush Your Enemies is a new...
real-time strategy.
Real-time strategy / puzzle / bromance game, now available on Steam.
It's wonderful.
It's fantastical.
When I first started to play it, I was going through. I was through like 7 stages.
Same. Like I went through like 12 or 13 in my first go. Now.
Oh no, my first go was 24 stages.
Oh wow.
But when I got to about 7, it's like, wait a minute, this is a puzzle game. This is not only strategy, but now I get to also. Oh, it's so good.
Let's talk about how it works a little bit. So. When you look at the map, you start with a certain amount of units per mission that you do, and there are you move the units across the grid, and you crush your enemies. That's pretty much it. There are buildings that you can acquire that do things like change the classes or the professions, quote unquote, of your dudes. Your
dudes cannot mix professions.
No, all your dudes in one unit have to be one profession. So
if you're gonna go ahead. Well, if you have say you have a group of peasants, because that's what they start out
simpletons.
As. They're simpletons, that's what they're labeled as?
Yes.
Okay, you have a group of simpletons.
Yes.
Send a couple back, say maybe 5 to 10 back to your main hut. Because your huts will, while you start off with X amount of dudes, you can
spawn dudes if you take over buildings. Yeah. So certain buildings let you take over dudes, like Jason's saying. Like they let you spawn dudes, and the more dudes you have on a hut working on it, the faster you pump out dudes.
The faster it does anything.
Yes. So additionally, changing professions of your units is as easy as one click. It takes a second. They march there, and they instantly change to whatever profession the building that you take them to gives. Like, for example, the barracks makes them warriors, and that's the only profession I've encountered, but there are other ones.
There's also archers and a bunch of others. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
The story takes you across a map where you do different missions that have the regular objective, crush your enemies, but they also have special objectives that range from crush your enemies with 5 dudes remaining, or 10 dudes remaining, or...
I've had some that are like 40 and 50. It's fucking rough.
Now, the interesting thing about this that kind of adds to the puzzle strategy element is you can't move through the map on squares that are not colored your color. So
you have to fight your way across it.
Yeah, and then you slowly take over each square. The more dudes you have on a square, the faster it becomes your color. Once it's your color, you can move freely across it at will. And there are a lot of missions that have that as a bonus objective: crush your enemy after taking all of their land, or something like that.
Have you seen because troops have from at least as far as I've gotten, there's a hard cap of 50 dudes per group.
There is, yes.
I don't know if that changes. I'm pretty deep into the game.
It remains a hard cap of 50 dudes for the duration, to the best of my knowledge.
If you're on a siege tower, you want as many dudes in the siege tower as you can get.
Yes.
Because the more dudes equals the more damage. And you want more damage because this game is all about
damage.
Yeah. Now, technically, it's a game without politics and without a lot of min-maxing, but there are units in the story that you can talk to that will join you.
Yeah, they're mercenaries. You can recruit them, yeah.
Which is another puzzle aspect.
You talk to them. By that, I mean you stand in the same square as them. And
join me or I'm gonna kick your fucking dick in.
Yeah, that's basically it. And that's what I love about this game is on paper, I love strategy games. In execution, I don't like most of them, especially real-time strategy games, because I'm bad at them. But this game, I don't have to worry about. There's no resource micromanagement. There's no farming materials. You roll up on something you want and you take it.
And you take it. You just get in there.
If anybody gets in your way of you and the thing you want to do, you kill them. That's it. You
hit them much harder than they try to hit you.
Yeah, you hit them and don't get hit. Kill stuff, don't suck.
Now,
it's fantastic. I love this game.
I do have one or two minor complaints. Once you're behind, it's really, really hard to come back. Like, if they wipe out your main group of dudes, like, say you have, like, a group of 50 archers.
Okay.
And you run them out, and you've got maybe 5 or 10 troops back home shoring up the numbers. But if you lose that troop, and your opponent's got, like, groups of 20 and 30, you're fucked, my friend.
That's why...
That is the end for you.
I
am a very superior numbers kind of guy.
I don't leave groups that small on barracks to spawn units. I don't leave anything smaller than 20 on a barracks because sure, I can only spawn an additional 30 dudes before I have to take some out, but at 20 they spawn much faster than 10. So you're pumping out dudes at a much faster rate. Then cool, I can break them off in groups much quicker, which means I have unit of 50 after unit of 50 after unit of 50, and it becomes really, really snowbally really quickly.
Let's talk about one of the other really fun things about this game.
The multiplayer mode?
I was gonna say the dialogue.
Oh yeah, it's so...
Oh, I love it's so funny. They're doofy fucking imbeciles.
And all the dialogue it's very fourth wall breaky, and they're like all the voiceovers are just the characters saying blah 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 blah. They literally are all just saying blah 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 blah. And then you read it and you go through it very quickly. And
it could be a little offensive to some people, not to me. God no.
I haven't hit anything that was that bad.
Like some of the jokes are kind of vulgar.
A little, yeah.
And a lot of the language is vulgar, but it's a game about barbarians kicking the shit out of other barbarians.
It is a game about crushing your enemies.
They're not going to say heavens to Murgatroyd.
It's oh god. Exit stage left even.
The music is good, the dialogue is good. It took me hours to figure out what beer was for.
You don't use it for anything.
I know.
You punch dicks off of things, and that's really all there is to it. There's they have a fun flavor text, and that's about it. Get it? A flavor text because it's a drink. Yeah, I tried really hard for that. Thank you for showing that joke the respect it deserved by going by groaning like you were in pain. Thank you.
And multiplayer's fucking sick too, though.
Yeah, you have an online multiplayer mode. You can go head to head with your friends. If you get in a losing position, you're still kind of up shit creek without a paddle.
Unless you're really good with your items.
Spoiler warning: you're not. Nobody is.
I used the booze. I used the hedgehog mine. And I used the tent, because the tent's probably, to me, the best one. Because you can place a tent for, like, to summon troops behind enemy lines. Teehee.
Teehee.
I accidentally killed myself a couple of times with the hedgehog mine, though.
That's fantastic.
I did not know if I stepped on it, I would die, too.
Gotta go fast.
I put it behind my ballista tower. And I walked my unit of 50 troops over it, and suddenly I had no troops.
And you lost.
Oh, I lost. It was bad. I forfeit. Said, fuck it. You win.
No recovering from that.
Nope. I just got fisted. Live on the internet.
Alrighty. But that's really all there is to this game. It's a fantastic game. It's available on Steam right now, and it's also on mobile.
Yeah.
Android.
Yeah, it is.
iOS. So go get your copy of Crush Your Enemies. It's very inexpensive. It's a small game.
It only requires one button, so it's not like it's going to be hard for a mobile player. You swipe and you click. Pow, done.
At time of writing, it's actually on sale for $8.49.
Damn,
regular price.
Get on that shit.
Regular price $10. So go snap this bad boy up. It is a blast and a half. You will laugh, and most importantly, you will crush your enemies. And we will see you next time
On bottom tier.